in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Come on, baby. Let's go. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Carson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Touch 50, touch 50. He's crossing. He's checking any weapon.
On third down, it's Carson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Go 14. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 13. Check 13. Nice box. Right. Fair. 48.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Check 24. Check 24.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Watch twist.
Now Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Brings up third and 7.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. And an They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're scoreless after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
0-0. Got it. 36. Line 36. Here we go.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Mike spot 4. Here we go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Fresno. Max 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Myers' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend, and nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Push him back. 12. Swing.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26. Here we go.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Complete. A turnover would have really helped. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Defense, let's go. Check. Check out.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Dancing to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. From the 45 on 2nd down. Jackson, that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They toss to Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. 54. Switch out. Check safety. Check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Quick throw taken in by Snead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on first down, Wilson flush to his right. Now oh no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 52. Go. Mike 48, Mike 48. We got double.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jackson going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now it's Lockett.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see it practice. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
feel like